Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. The Believer. What's up, Andrew? Good morning. It's a new week, it's a new month. They just go by and by and by. Good morning, Scuba Steve. Hello. Dagan, hello. Good morning, everybody. Rasman World, the Believer. Sadaka, thank you so much for that first coffee magic. Thank you, Sadaka. Let's go. Richard Wernickowski over there on the tubes. Good to see you. Big Joe, JJ, how are yous? Good morning, Wrangle. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. Shelley Stringer with the coffee magic. Every day, Javante, every day, my friend. Suzette, just make sure you're following and have those notifications on. Jessica Pylock, a lot of Pylock. Christopher Miller, good morning. Desiree, how are you? Suzette, good morning. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Rango Marquez, let's go, Rango. Hello. What's my goal today? To help as many people as I can. Mr. D, good morning. Marcus, good morning to you. User, thank you. Marcus, appreciate you. 10 more coffee magics. 10 more. Thank you, my Denny. How are you? Rames, good morning to you. Good morning, Israel King. Over there on the YT, make sure we hit that thumbs up. Make sure we're tapping throughout the live. Oscar Urbano, make sure they're tapping and not napping over there. 1 minute? No. Amateurs use the 1 minute chart. KK, good morning to you. Florida Flex, there he is. Michelle, hello. Christy, yes. Good morning to you. We are at 3.3 thousand likes. That's horrible. We should be well over 10,000 right now. We're 3 minutes in. Kevin Mahan, how are you? Sierra, hello. JDM, hello. Sue Felicia, hello. Going maybe. Jules Swims, hello. K Braden, how are we, K Braden? Good morning to you. Mr. Charles, there he is. Thank you for the coffee magic, my Charles. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. All that we ask that you do on this live is tap that screen throughout the live. We have to get well over 200,000 likes. We haven't done that in a while. That's got to be consistent every live, okay? Donate if and when you can. It helps the ALGO. And share and repost the live. Right now, we got 0 shares. You never know who's trading. You're going to say, well, people I follow on TikTok and my friends, they don't trade. Yes, they do. Everyone trades. Here we go, Miss Market. We are in a narrow state this morning. The narrowness of Miss Market. And look, we are in position 1 to the downside right here, my traders. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Yes, that's the positions we want. As we come up to higher time frames here, Miss Market wants to make a good move. All right. She's nice and tight this morning. We have to mark out our major support and resistance levels. These are the white lines I put on here for you. I don't trade with lines on my charts, and you shouldn't either, okay? You have room down to 687, hold number, first stop, and then 685 will be your next level of support to the downside. here on Miss Market. Our channels are a little tight to the downside because of all the movement we had to the upside, okay? But the more we fall, the bigger these will eventually open. Above 693, you have room up to 696, and you have room up to 698. Here on the SPY this morning, we're now going to head over to our Qs. Our Qs are pretty much in the same boat. We're in a neutral state here, though, to the downside. We are not in a narrow state on the Qs. We are neutral, and we are coming out of position 1 this morning on the Qs. Remember, traders, as always, this is a new month. This is a new week. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same results. That's a triple top up there, okay, at 626. You're going to get the same results that you always get. Nothing's going to change, all right? So you got to learn how to do this properly. To the downside, our first stop is 615, 610, and 607. Those are your 3 levels of major support to the downside on the Qs. Now, if we come back through the wickets here, you got to get over 626, you silly gooses, all right? 626, you'll have room up to 630. And 637. Over 626, not over the whip zone. We don't trade into resistance, all right? Here's your whip zone right here. Woo, 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 woo. We do not trade into resistance. We get over retest resistance to our next level of resistance. PLTR, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday for you, trying to help you as best as we can so you stop losing every month in the market. We are in a neutral state, bearish state here. We are in a bullish position to the upside. If I was to quiz you and say, what takes precedent, your state or position, your answer is? What is your answer? What takes precedent, the state or the position of your stock? The state. Correct. The state. Back over 151, you have room up to 161, but you are in a bearish state. So if you try to take this long at the open in its current state, you're going to lose, all right? You got to wait to get narrow. You got to wait to get over 151, retest it, and then you'll have room up to 161 on PLTR. Back through 145, you have room down to 143, 139, and 135. Those are your 3 levels of support. Good job, everybody over there on the YT. I appreciate you. Tesla to the moon. Tesla, we are in a narrow state currently. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Tesla. Tesla right now, we're going to mark in our major support and resistance levels on this thing. And as we pull this back on Tesla, we know we are narrow. We know where we are in position 2, and we're falling right into support. 420, 417, and 415 are your 3 levels of support here. So as we draw this in, if you try to short, you will be trying to short into that yellow box. That is a major demand level zone here. So if you try to short into this box, you are going to get eaten up by Miss Market. You got room, my beauties. 50% retracement level will be right here at, boop, 426. Mark that down, 426 to the upside. And as you come back up to 426, it will give you enough room for a short back to 420. Remember, we trade in market cycle ranges. A lot of you see this to the downside, and you think you're coming all the way down here. That is never going to happen. Okay? That will never happen. That's amateur thinking. You are looking for major support. You're either looking to go back this way, or to your key retracement level to come back this way, if it does that, okay? But most gamblers are going to think that this is going to keep falling. XRP, let's see what we got on XRP. All right. Let's see what we got for you beautiful traders out there. All right, XRP, this is what we got. Right now, you are in a neutral state on XRP. Above 166, get over 166, you'll have room up to 168 and 171 on XRP, $1.71 to the upside. Under 159, you got to make sure you are in a narrow state. Don't try to do this in a neutral state. You won't go anywhere. 155, 153, and 150 will be your next levels on XRP. Let's go, let's go. We got more coffees. We are going to stop until we finish these coffees. We got 8 more coffees left on the board. Goopreet, thank you, my Goopreet. Love you, my brother. Goopreet is on fire. K. Braden, Wrangle, Jules Swims, let's go. Good morning, Alfred. How are you? The Burritos and Cherokee. Thank you so much. Prop firms, you're not going to ever use one. Anyone who wants to use a prop firm means they are tired of losing their money, and you're just going to go there and lose their money. Thank you for the follow, Mendelis. I appreciate you. Coin. We got 3 more coffees on the board. 3 more. Desmond, hello. How are you, Desmond? Good to see you. Gio, hello. JJ, DW, hello. Michelle, how are you? We got 3 more coffees. Well, I'm going to give it about 2 minutes. Now, 1 minute. 1 minute. Woo, 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 woo. Striker! My striker! My Cherokee! My patron! Hello, my patron! How are you? New month, everybody. It is a new month. All right, let's do coin. Now that TikTok's here to stay, we really don't need to stream on the YT anymore. I mean, it is so far behind in everything. I could just go back to 1. It's a hell of a lot easier. You know what I'm saying, everybody? I have to think about that. Coin, we are in a neutral bearish state on coin. We are in position 2 to the downside. We got room down to 176. Hello, Jesus Camacho. 176 on coin to the downside. Back over the whip zone of 196. We have room up to $199 and $200 here on coin. Jesus Almanza, Rachel T, Suzette, Angela Believer, Jade, Wrangle. Thank you, Sierra. I appreciate you. Yes, we got, right now, we have the roses on the board. PLTR. Oh, I cannot stand that song. All right, here we go. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here. On PLTR, first stop of resistance is 151. Above 151 with a retest, you have room up to 161. But the problem right now is that you are in a neutral state, okay? A bearish one. So you got some work to do to get back to narrow. Under 145, you have room down to 143 and 139. Otis Jackson, thank you so much for the follow, Otis. Good to see ya. Oracle. Let's go, my beauties. Let's go to the moon. Oracle, we are in a neutral bearish state. We are in position 2 to the upside. All right, Oracle, look at that. Neutral, starting to get a little wide to the downside here on Oracle. This is our gap up this morning, traders. Okay, this is your gap up. Are you going long on this? No. No, you are not going long because you are in that amazing, amazing, wide, bearish neutral state. Okay, you have room up to 174 But you should be looking this way at the open, not that way. You have to get your state together first before you can make your play, okay? Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Jesus Camacho. How are you? Netflix, yes. To the Hall of Fame. We are in a narrow state on Netflix. We are in the whip zone on Netflix. And we are narrow here on Netflix. I didn't have my 8 on there. I must have hit that by accident. All right, let's see what we got here. Netflix, narrow. We are in the whip zone. Yes, above 83.71. You have room up to 84.50. That'll be your first stop here. $0.50 of resistance to the upside on Netflix. Above 84.50, you got to retest that level. You have room up to $89. Okay, wash 90 up there. That is a major psychological resistance. Under $83, we got room down to $82 here on Netflix. Let's go, let's go. NQ, yes. Double bottom right here on NQ. 25,566.50. You got to watch those $0.50 sometimes, okay? You got to watch those babies. They will eat you alive. All right, here we go on NQ to the moon. Neutral state above 25,742. You have room up to 25,849.50, $0.50, and 26,022, 021.50, $0.50. Watch those $0.50. Under 25,566.50. You have room down to 25,419.50 and 25,220 on NQ. Let's go. Chevron. Still chasing this thing, huh? Chevron. You are in a wide state here on Chevron. Wide. Look at that glorious pullback. You know why that pulled back? Who knows why? All roads. Now on Chevron, you ain't doing duty. The problem you have here is you are in a wide state to the upside. You are in a bearish neutral state. This is going to be chop suey for the first 15 minutes of the day. Chop suey. You must get narrow. And then under 172.50, you'll have room down to 169. That'll be your first stop. And then 161. All roads, baby. Yes, it is. Roblox. You got it. All roads lead back to that 20, whether you like it or not. RBLX. What state are we in? Look at that state right there. Neutral. Starting to get a little wide here on a Roblox. Yes, it is. Let's see what we got. Good friend, you know it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, Roblox. We are in a neutral bearish state. We're in the whip zone. Above 67.71, you have room up to $72, $73, and $78.50, but you got to be narrow, okay? Under the whip zone, he is 64.62. You have room in this channel down to $63.50 and $62. Win home. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Appreciate you, Sierra. Google. Boop, boop, boom, boom. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. If you're here for the first time, these white lines we are putting in as our major support and resistance levels. Okay, my beauties? On Google. Googaroonies, the Googman. You are narrow. You are in position 2. You got room down here to 334. 334, 333.63 will be your first level of support. And then 324 on Google. Coming back up to the upside, you want to get over 340? and you'll have room up to 342.50. Bump, bump. Boop, 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 boop. AMD. Let's go, AMD. We are in a neutral state right here. The state of AMD is neutral. And we are in the whip zone. Yes. Neutral whip zone here on AMD. Dun, 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 dun. All right, under 243.59. You got room down to 226.42. This will be your first stop of support. Mark that down here on AMD, okay? Back over 240.38. You have room up to 245.50. Watch that $0.50. And 251. Thank you for all the follows and the shares. Apple coming up. Let's go, Apple. We are neutral. Starting to get a little wide on Apple, my beauties. We are starting to get a little wide on Apple. We are in a whip zone here. Neutral. Whip, whip. Did you hear that? Whip, whip. Did you hear that? Because we are in the whip zone. Do not trade in the whip zone. You learned that on Friday, folks, very clearly on SPY and SQ. If you tried to trade on Friday, the first 20 minutes of the day, you got chopped up. You got chopped up. Above 262 on Apple, you have room up to 267.50 and 278 to the upside. Under the whip zone, under 267.57. So if you come down this way on Apple, my beauties, and you try to go short, first of all, you're going to run into 254. Not going to go anywhere. And your state is bullish. You're not going anywhere. It's going to take a little while for Apple to go short. Sliver SLV. Whoa, have the mighty have fallen here. Holy moly. To the moon. What did Voss tell you guys? What did Voss tell you guys? Huh? What did I tell you about silver? Don't do it. Oh, you silly gooses. The gamblers will gamble. Your wives must be proud of you. All right, here we go on silver. SLV. We are in a neutral state. Currently, we are at 73.60. You got room down to 68.77 and $63. That'll be your next level of support to the downside on Sliver. As we get above 82.06, you got room up to $94 and $109. Let's go. What are the good setups, Nick? You'll learn that in the VIP. If you have no idea how to trade, why are you trading? Not going very well, is it? You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. This is where I am going to train you on how to trade correctly. So that way you can have some green months once in a while here, huh? How many of you are sick and tired of losing? You get into a trade, it goes against you all the time. You get into a trade, it finally goes your way. You stay in, you're too greedy, you lose anyway. Not good. Nvidia. We are in a bearish neutral state on Nvidia. We are in position 2 to the downside in Nvidia. Currently, right now, we are running right into that major support level on the 15-minute, and we're about to run into that major support level here on the hourly on the vids of Nvidia. As we pull this back on Nvidia, right here, 188, major support. Under this with a retest, major support at 186.40. 186 level, mark those down. Those are major support levels. Back over 192 on Nvidia. You have room up to 193.50 and 196. Uber. Yes, it is. The Uber Rudy for my Trinity. We got to finish those roses. Holy moly. We got to finish those roses. Let's go, everybody. Thank you, Aris, for the follow. Sue, Michelle, Guprit, Andrew the Believer. Thank you. His wide states as strong as narrow. Try it. Uber, we are in the whip zone in a neutral state here on Uber. He is Mr. Dave with the $1.99 over there on the YT. Thank you, Mr. Dave. All right, Uber above 80.56. We got room up to $82. You got to get over 80.56. Let me ask you a question, my beautiful traders. Why can't we go long here? Why can't we go long there at 80.19? You're above the whole number. What's wrong with going long there, my beauties? Thank you, Michelle, my bell. Otis Jackson, yes. You're in a bearish state. What else? I mean, it's so obvious. It's sticking right out in front of you, everybody. 80.56. You don't trade into resistance. We don't trade into resistance. We must get over it, retest it. Not a big enough channel to go long here, my beauties. All right. Under 79.41, you have room down to $78. What else are we looking at? He is Amazon. Amazon has been a doozy for me lately. We love me some Amazon. Some Amazon Rooney. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Amazon. He is. Oh. Boom. 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 All right, Amazon. Neutral, whip zone, under 237.64. We have room down to 236.50. Under 236.50, you must retest it for 233. Hold number, major support level down here, okay? Back over 240.61, you're going to watch your 241 and 242 hold numbers. You got room up to 243.50 where you got a double douche right there, okay? Above 243.50 with a retest, we got room up to 249. Shelly, my stringer, yes. Blur, hello, Blur. Thank you, my friend. SoFi. Good job, DW. Good job. You're learning. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. He is. All right. SoFi. Neutral, bearish, above 23.05. We have room up to $24 and then $25. Those are your major two resistance levels to the upside here on SoFi. Under 22.30. You got to watch that $22 hold number right there. Look, boom. Then you got room down to $21. Microsoft. Let's see what we got on Microsoft. Microsoft, we're in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone this morning here on Microsoft. Yes, it is. As we mark out our major support and resistance. Whoa, we got to watch that 200. That sucker is lurking right there. Good thing we checked the higher time frames, huh, Oh, we got support underneath us. All right, here we go on Microsoft. Look at that state you're in. Look at that. You're starting to get a little wide. Wide state here on Microsoft. Bearish wide state. Under 426.43, you are doing nothing to the downside. Nada. All right. Above 431.36 off that flat 200, you got room up to 440 and 443. The Qs. But Voss has been kept down. Voss is going to keep it down, man. Keep it down, man. Go ahead. Go try it. You're going to lose. Trading runs in cycles. Gamblers think it runs in these big moves to the upside and the downside. Right now, we are in a neutral state on the Qs. You got room down to 615 and 610. Major two levels of support there. Back over 626. You got room up to 630 and 637. Christy, is everything going down today? I don't know. You tell me. ASTS, let's see what we got. ASTS, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone, yes, here on ASTS as we map out our major support and resistance levels. Boom. Boom. Everything. Nobody got that joke? All right, good. ASTS under 111.24. Watch your hold number here at 111, okay? Oh, wait a minute. No, we're good there. 111. You got room down to 109. 109 is your major support level here on ASTS, okay? Back over 114, you have room up to 117 and 121. Fear the Kirby, what's up? Hugo! Hello, Hugo! Oracle, we are in a bearish neutral state, and this is your move to the upside currently. Do not go chase this long at the open. You will get wrecked. You got room up to 174. Once you are narrow, you got to wait a little while for that narrow state to occur, okay? Under 163, under the whole number, you have room down to 154.50. Taco Pape, how you doing, eh? Spy. Who is Spy, everybody? Do you know who Spy is? Put it in the chat. Who is Spy? What does she do? We got to finish these roses. What's going on here? We are only at 90,000 likes. Tap Blitz on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Tap it out. Miss Market, you got that right. The Spy runs all the shows, all the markets. Miss Market above 693. We have room up to 696 and 698. Those are your two levels of resistance to the upside. Under 689, get under the whole number. Don't trade into 689, folks, okay? You have room down to 687 and 685. Diana, thank you. Shelly Stringer, thank you. Rachel, Bill Boyle, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Target. Yeah. We are in a neutral state here on Target. We are in the whip zone. Yes, on target. Your best plays come out of the whip zone, my beauties. All right? Your best plays come out of Miss Whip Zone. Where have you been? Above 105.52. You got room up to 107. 107 and 108.50. Zen Method. Zen. Patron. Zen and Patron. Yes, it is. Thank you, my brothers. Under 104.26, you have room down to 103 and 102. Those are major support levels to the downside on Target. IWM for my Michelle. Michelle, my belle. Coming up. All right. All right, everybody. This is important for the ALGO. We got 3 galaxies. 3 as we do IWM for my Michelle. Let's see where we're at here. All right. We are in a narrow state on IWM. The state is narrow. Not the state that you live in, folks, okay? The state of your stock. Vitally important. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Here we go on IWM. Above 261.59. Whoa. Above 261.59. We have room up to 264 and 265 on IWM. Mr. Dave! Mr. Dave! Thank you, my friend. Under 258.88, you have room down to 258. Hold number right there, double bottom, and a 257 on IWM. Good morning, JoJo from Florida. It's a bit nippy out there, huh, JoJo, in Florida? You know, when they're bundled up in hats and gloves. Woof. Zen Method. Yo, thank you, my Zen. AVGO. The Floridians, they're a little nippy this week. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside on AVGO. All right, here we go on AVGO, my beauties. Are we ready? Above 340.09. Whoa. I'm on the hourly. Above 332.54, you have room up to 340.09 on AVGO. You are in position 1. You have room down to 320.50. That'll be your first stop, and 313.50 will be your second stop this morning here on AVGO. Make sure you mark those levels down, my beauties, okay? Mark those levels down. Whoa. Hood, the Hood of Robin. Let's see what we got. Robinhood. Just don't use it to trade, but you can trade Robinhood. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside on good old Robinhood. Okay. Here we go on the Hood of Robin. We are in a wide state. Holy moly, look at that wide state. And this is the novice gap pattern. Do you see it? The novice gap. We haven't had one of these in a while. Whoop! That is your novice gap to the downside. They're going to chase it. They're going to get wrecked. All right, $95 is your major support level. Write that down. $95. We are looking to go back that way. That way. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. Your 50% retracement level is $97. You are in a wide state. Now, are you ready for a little edumacation? Houston, we got a problem to the downside here. What is it? If we come down to $95 and then we pull back up to our 50%, you can't take a short. Why not? Why not? Thank you for all the follows. Appreciate you. Volume indicators, 0. Why would you put volume on your chart? By the time it shows you the volume, the move has already been made. You're still wide. Rames, yes. Hello. W's in the chat for Rames. You're still in a wide state. That's why we call this the novice gap. Because what happens is you get this big move to the downside, okay? You get the pullback, and they think A+ setup, short. No, you're not going to go anywhere. It's a wide state. This double bottom is going to crush you, and you're going to go flying back through that way. Watch it happen. What's next? What else do we get? KGC for Diana. I love you. That's how the song goes? No, it's Joanna. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside. Neutral state, position 1. We got one more galaxy. We got one more galaxy on the board. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. KJGC. Neutral state currently right now, my beauty. You got room down to $30. $30 is support, $29 are two major support levels for you here on KGC. Back over $33, you have room up to $35, $36.50, and $38. Solana, Zen Myth Ed is the title gifter of the galaxy. Zen Method. Everyone, W's in the chat right now for our amazing Zen Method. Go. Amazing supporter, Zen. He's been with us a long time, right, Zen? A long, long time. Trading on Webull? Sure. I'll trade on Webull. I suggest you trade on Webull. MU! MU, we are in a wide state. We're starting to get a little wide here. Look at that thing. Woo-wee! Wide state in the whip zone. What are we not doing on MU? What are we not doing on MU? I'm afraid of the answer. Hello? MU, what are we not doing? Correct. Correct, Michelle, my bell. Correct. You got it. Not going short, not until we get back to a narrow state. Durr. All right, here we go, my beauties. Whoa. MU to the moon. We are in a wide state to the downside. Now, above 431.53, my beauties, you can't go long until you're narrow. You're going to chop around at this at the open, okay? Once you're narrow above 431.50, you have room up to 445 and 456. Mark those levels down. Once you are narrow under 407.52, you'll have room down to 387. We got one! We got one, everybody! Are you ready for this? This is a good one. Wizard, wake up! I got one for you. What's up, Uncle Voss? MG Gamer says, hey, I work with a content strategy designed for trading educators like directly impacts page growth, course conversions. This is all spelled wrong, by the way. Not promotions. It's a content system. Let me know if you. Can't spell correctly. Can't put a sentence together, but he's going to help me with my content strategy. He's telling that in my live, so his content strategy might not be going real well. Apple! Let's go! And that is how you get rid of mutants. Above 262, you got room up to 267.50, 268. Yes, they call me the mutant killer. Under 256.57, you got room down to 254. Yes, it is the Wizard of Mutants. Yo! APLD, let's do it. Back to what's important. We got 10 donuts on the board. Who's hungry for some tasty donuts? APLD, right now you are in a neutral state. You are in the whip zone. Under 33.50, you have room down to $32. $32 here will be major support. As you get down to 32, remember, you're going to start getting wider here in your state. Under 32.30, under $32 with a retest, you have room back down to $27 on APLD. Back over at 35.35, we have room up to 37 and 39.50. TYGO for Jibs. Hello, my Jibs. TYGO for the Jibberoonie, the Jib Man. Really? You're going to trade Jibs. Everyone tell Jibs to get in that VIP now. Folks, we don't trade things like TYGO. Okay, first look at it. Second, if you want to get into the VIP and learn how to trade, I'm going to help you. If you're sick of losing, getting in, it immediately goes against you. Every month you're red. What the hell's going on? This is why. We're going to tell you why that's happening to you. The VossTrading.com is where you're going to go. Link is in the bio. Come on, Jibs. Jesus. Know what this is called right here? Losing. Trading this means you are losing. We got to fix that, Jibs. Rachel, Mike S. Thank you, Rachel and Mike S. What's next? What's on the board? ADSK. Let's see what we got. We are in a narrow state on ADSK. We are in position 2 to the upside. Whoa, baby. Watch that, sucker. What are we doing when we see a 200 like this? Remember? We're going to put on the Mr. Dave hat. Woo! Mr. Dave, hold on. We got to get him his glasses here. Woo-wee. There you go, Mr. Dave. He's fishing. He's fishing right now for traders. Look at this. Holy moly. He's deep in the water, Mr. Dave. We're not going to trade into that 200, okay, everybody? Let me finish putting these in for you. All right, ADSK. Above 256.55. You have room up to 263.50. 263.50 here on ADSK. Above that with a retest, you have room over the base of 279. Now, under 251.30, watch 251 hold number, and then you have room down to 247. It's not going to be hard that you're in the UK. We have plenty of UK VIP members. You are going to learn how to trade at your own time. Jibs, there's this thing called the internet. It was developed many years ago, Jibs. And what happens is the internet connects people all around the world. AMD. AMD, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. He is under 234.59. You have room down to 226.42 and 226 hold number. Back over 240.38. You have room up to 245.50 and 251. But in all seriousness, Jibs, don't do the VIP because you're already making excuses. You won't make it, my brother, but I love you. Okay? Meta! What do we got here on Meta? We are in a neutral state on Meta. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Meta. Meta Rooney, the Met Man. All right, here we go on Meta. We are neutral. We are in position 1 to the downside. Meta, we have room down to 678. Mark that down, please, my beauties. 678. Back over 719.24. We have room up to 743. PayPal, you got it, Mr. McGarvey. If you are here for the first time, hit that follow button over there on the YT and over here on the Tick of the Talk. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. We got 5 donuts left on the board. Right now on PLTR, we are in a wide state. Yes, it is. PLTR wide, position 2 up. Hold number, don't go long into it. Wait until this creeps up. About 5 minutes, okay? Above 151 with a retest, you have room to the moon. 161 on PLTR. Under 145, you have room down to 143 and 139. PayPal, yes, I forgot it. All right, here we go. Make sure you trade this in the first 20 minutes of the day. After that, you're going to be doing this on PayPal after you get into the trade. Are we ready, everybody? Listen, listen. You're going to wake up at 3 o'clock and say, oh, it moved about 3 cents. We are in the narrow state. We are in the whip zone on PayPal. Yes. Whoop. Whoop. Let's go get us some. We got to go get some support. We got to go dig, see? We got to go dig for our support. Where the hell are you? Whoa. A little too high. There it is. All right, here we go on PayPal. See, I go digging for these levels for you people. Does anyone else go digging for you? No. We are in a narrow state in the whip zone. We need to get over $53. Above 53, and you have to retest that. Then you'll have room up to $55, okay? Under 52.23, please watch your whole number coming down the board, and you have room down to $51. eBay for my beautiful Tracy. How are you, sweetheart? How are you, my beautiful Tracy? eBay, let's do it. We are in a neutral state, my Tracy. We are in position 1 to the downside. As we mark in our major support and resistance levels, remember, this is the first day of the month. It is Monday. Mondays and Fridays are a little chopperoony, all right? So be careful. You don't want your first day of the month to be a horrible one, because then the rest of the month you are chasing to catch back up. And we know what happens when novices do that. It just gets worse and worse. Tracy, under 90.50, you have room down to 88.50 here, my beautiful. Above 92.24, you have room up to $94. Right here, Tracy, it gets a little ooey. You know what I'm saying? Look, major resistance there, okay? You have to get back over 95 and retest that up to 96. Jibs, I've been doing this 21 years, my friend. I've had a lot of heartache during that process. Cherokee, Michael Hart, adorable. That's why I can spot somebody a mile away. If I know they shouldn't be trading, I will tell them. I won't waste their time, because I don't want them wasting my time. The Qs. All right, the Qs. We are in a neutral state. Starting to get a little wide here to the downside on the Qs, okay? You got room down to 615. Watch the state. And 610. Watch your state, okay? You got to know what state you're in, folks. Above 626.08, you have room up to 630 and 637. Once I was 7. We are at 159 as we make our move to 200,000. Let's go. Teamwork, dreamwork, go. Everyone tap. Tap like we're on fire. Whoa, I hit that wrong. Stand by, everybody. Tap like we are on fire. OKLO, you got it. You got it. Once I was I don't know the words to many songs. I make them up just to let you know. My wife laughs all the time. But I do hum the harmony correctly. All right, OKLO. Let's go. Above $83, you have room up to 86, 87, 88. Now, let me show you. I'm going to put this into perspective for you. This up here, is a lot of resistance. Woo, woo, woo. Okay? That is resistance. So, my beautiful traders, if you get over $83, boom, you got room up to 86. You want to get back over $88 to go higher on this with a retest, okay? So keep that in mind. To the downside, you have room down to 75 and 70.50. I don't message anybody, folks. Who's the spammer? Where is the little mutant? I don't message anybody. You will never get a DM from me on any platform. None. Zero. Zilch. Gomas Tesla. Are we ready on Tesla? We are narrow. We are in position 2. You got room down to 420, 417, and 415. Down here, you got a lot of support, okay? Back over 435, you have room up to 440 and 445. You guys get excited when you get DMs from me? I don't DM you. I don't DM you. It ain't me. Folks, I am one of the most busiest humans on the planet. I got 2 young, beautiful children. We are never around. We are all over the place, from coast to coast. Thank you, Jibs, for the GOAT. Love you, my Jibs. Shelley Stringer. Thank you, my Shelley. Microsoft, above 431.36. You have room up to 440 and 443. Back under 426.43 on Microsoft. You have room down to 421 and 418. DataDog. Manny Escobar. How long have you been with me? DataDog. DataDog? All right, Mr. Escobar. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on D-Dog. Look at that. Those levels are I must have done this once. All right, here we go. Above 129.40. You have room up to 131, 132, Mr. Escobar, to the upside here, okay? Back under 127.45. You have room down to 118. Boom. Patron, Jibs, Michael Hart. We are at 176,000. 176. Tap us to 200,000. Coin. Coin right now, you are in a neutral state. All right, you're in position to the downside. You have room down to 176. 176. That'll be major support. Back over $200. You got to get over 200, folks. You have room up to 211. Thank you, my wolf. We're at 46 new followers today. 4 more to hit 50. Who is going to be those 4 followers? We're going to give you a shout out right now. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you, green dot. Thank you, my dot of green. Hurry up. We got to hit those likes. PLTR. PLTR above 147.88. You have room up to 151.08. Oh, you're at 151 right now. Watch this. Major resistance. You're in a neutral state. Don't chase this long. Do not chase that long. I'm warning you. Under 145, you have room down to 143. Think they'll listen? You think they're going to listen or no? Patron, Eagle One, Shelley Stringer. We are at 187, 188. Together, we tap. Tesla. So when you hear this bell go off, everybody, look, when you hear this, that doesn't mean I'm going to trade now. That doesn't mean we're putting something in as fast as we can. No, that means we sit back and we let Miss Market come to us. She has to set up. She has to show you where we're going. What are you doing? Guessing? Gambling? No. Narrow state position 2. 420, 417, 415. Those are your major support levels. 435, you have room up to 440 and 445. Yes, my beautiful traders, the VIP is open for you. This is where I'm going to teach you how to trade. You are going to head over to theVosstrading.com, or in my bio, just click the LINK, and that'll bring you to the VIP. All right, roll call. Are we ready? As we roll call, we tap Jules, Shelley, Eagle One, Patron, Jibs, Michael Hart, Chief MBJ, Zen Method, Michael Hart, Adorable Dad, Fix Stuff Steve, Shelley, Mike S., Rachel, Hector, Isaias, Dirt Digger, Papa Yoda, Shoelish NFL, Christy, Adorable, Michelle, Mambel, Mr. Dave, Cherokee, Molly, Lawrence Trading, Mr. Dave, Christina Zan, Patron, Zed Method, K. Braden, Gurpreet Bhujan, Jane, Michelle, Blur, Dadbod, Rev, Christina Zan, Rachel T, Ty Boz, Jay Gilbert, Cherokee, Otis Jackson, I love it, Michelle, Adrian, Sue Felicia, The Believer, Mr. D, Carlos, there he is, Pop, Hector Isaias, the beautiful Kay Braden, Sierra, Hammer, Christopher Miller, Measy, Otis again, Scott, holy moly, there's a lot of you, Suzette, Striker, Mendelis, Joe Money, yes, Scott, the Burritos is here, we love the Burritos, J Heat 7, Dadbod. I love that name. Paul Miranda, Striker. Oh, my God. User, there's so many of you. Marcus, Jessica Pylock, Pylock, Bill Boyle, Sadaka, Rasman World. Oh, we got everybody. Yes, it is. 205,000. Yo! Thank you, everybody, for all your amazing donations, for all your tapping, for all your sharing. The VIP is open for you. Get in there, and I'm going to fix your trading mess that you created, okay? We're going to fix it for you. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today, okay? You never know what they're going through. Be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow. VIP, we'll see you here in about 2 minutes. Love you guys. Thank you, Rookie. Love you, my brother. Rookie, yes, it is.